Good afternoon. Welcome to Rosemary's World of Cannabis. You're listening to 710 Radio. Hey, I know it's been a while since we've been on this platform. It feels pretty good. We supposed to have been on Tuesday, but hey, between the allergies and whatever croak they got going around knocked me out of that one. So we're here today. We're waiting on Elevated Ellen to call in. So whilst we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and give you the public service announcements and get those out the way. Once again, you're in tune to 710 Radio, Rosemary's World of Cannabis. Let's get started, shall we?
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory U.S. patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
Hi, my name is Ricky Williams.
My name is Evan Britton.
My name is Mark Rostelli.
My name is Boo Williams.
My name is Jim McMahon.
My name is Chris Cluey.
My name is Kyle Turley. I played in one of the major North American football leagues.
I have 2 championship rings from that big game we play at the end of the season.
In college, I won a trophy that looks like this.
I was a punter for 8 seasons, and punters are football players too.
I also wrote the name of the commissioner on my headband, and everyone lost their shit.
The men who play American football are subject to a life of injury,
pain,
and disease,
both during and long after their careers are over.
And that's why I smoke pot.
That's why I smoke cannabis.
That's why I smoke weed. That's why I smoked weed when I played.
It has, without a doubt, reduced the amount of pain I live with.
It's my body. I know.
But for some reason, the major North American non-Canadian football league refuses to allow players to use cannabis.
Instead of allowing for safe, natural healing,
the sport pushes players towards addictive narcotic painkillers with serious side effects.
So let's get real, Roger.
Football players should be allowed to use medicinal marijuana
without the stigma of it being a banned substance.
Cannabis isn't a drug.
It is a medicine.
And we're back. It's now 4 minutes after the hour. You're in tune to 710 Radio. And I'm going to say awake and bake. Rosemary's World of Cannabis. We're still waiting on Elevated Ellen to call in. I don't know. She must have got happy doing what she was doing. But we're going to go ahead and move on real quick whilst we're waiting. One thing I posted up right before I came on the air, we heard a lot about fake news. And this is a perfect example of it. Be careful out there, folks. There's more dangerous weed that definitely is not true. What I posted up is a meme, and it says this average amount of weed takes to overdose and die. It's called an eighth. And every day, roughly 5,000 teens try this trash and end up dead. Still think hemp is cool? And you have to look at the picture for itself to see. One, the person doesn't know what they're talking about because they don't know what a damn eighth looks like. And 2, I've never known anybody die of cannabis yet. I think that's Elevated Ellen calling in right now. Hello?
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. I was just talking about these fools posting up this damn propaganda shit on Facebook.
We're already on air, right?
Yes, we are.
Well, hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Rose, I have been busy. I'm on the road. Y'all are going to have to go into the store with me to pick up some things. But, I got a phone, and it's mobile, right?
Yeah, I feel you on that, girl. You do what you got to do. Hey, it's like this here. We're going to go ahead and let you get yourself together real quick, and the doggies are whining. We're going to go ahead and let Ellen get herself together real quick, and I'm going to get the doggies together real quick because I can't take that whining. We're going to give you another commercial real quick. You're in tune to 710 Radio. We do apologize. We'll be right back.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory. U.S. Patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA, or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
Hi, my name is Ricky Williams.
My name is Evan Britton.
My name is Mark Rostelli.
My name is Boo Williams.
My name is Jim McMahon.
My name is Chris Cluey.
My name is Kyle Turley. I played in one of the major North American football leagues.
I have 2 championship rings from that big game we play at the end of the season.
In college, I won a trophy that looks like this.
I was a punter for 8 seasons, and punters are football players too.
I also wrote the name of the commissioner on my headband, and everyone lost their shit.
The men who play American football are subject to a life of injury,
Pain,
And disease.
Both during and long after their careers are over.
And that's why I smoke pot.
That's why I smoke cannabis.
That's why I smoke weed. That's why I smoked weed when I played.
It has, without a doubt, reduced the amount of pain I live with.
it's my body. I know.
But for some reason, the major North American non-Canadian Football League refuses to allow players to use cannabis.
Instead of allowing for safe natural healing,
The sport pushes players towards addictive narcotic painkillers with serious side effects.
So let's get real, Roger.
Football players should be allowed to use medicinal marijuana
Without the stigma of it being a banned substance.
Cannabis isn't a drug.
It is a medicine.
And we're back. We're sorry about that. You can tell we're having technical difficulties. Y'all heard the conversation y'all shouldn't have heard, but that's okay. Hey, you back with me, Ellen?
Yes, Elevated Ellen is here and still running errands. But I hope everybody is doing well today. Rose, what propaganda were you talking about? I'm going to put you on mute while I'm in here.
Oh, the propaganda that I was talking about? It was man, you made to say how much propaganda. I done read so much today. We was basically talking about a meme that had popped up earlier, talking about, it's supposed to be a gram of cannabis in this palm of the hand, and talking about that people were overdosing of it, talking about 5,000 students a day try this and overdose.
Okay, now, who published this? Is this, was it Where did you see this at? On Facebook?
Yeah. You know, most of where I hang out at is Facebook. And then another one, I'm not going to call out any names or anything like this here, but I am going to say this. If I ever read of anybody else calling another child a pothead, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Well, I did not. I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't researched that all the way, but I know exactly how you feel. These children, they need their medicine.
Right.
It's medicine. And in every sense of the word. And it doesn't matter who's using it. A medical patient, whatever you want to call yourself. If you're using it for a medicinal purpose. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it kind of ticked me off because, first of all, you're involving a child. This child is innocent. This child is wanting to do the same thing the rest of us want to do. He wants to grow up, or she wants to grow up and live life happily. If they have to use cannabis to do that, so be it. I give credit to the parents not putting no poison in their bodies, you know, and having the decency of doing that. I mean, these parents is putting a lot on the line. They're putting the fact that they possibly could lose their child over this, trying to keep them well. And the last thing they need is for anybody to be naming or calling them names or labeling them anything. I'm grown and I can take it. I'm an educated stoner by trade. So call me a pothead, call me whatever you want. Just make sure when the weed man comes, don't make sure I'm not late, okay?
I know, that's right.
I'm just saying because that's so wrong.
Once you experience, you're welcome, once you experience life with cannabis and without the pill, you never go back.
That is so true.
You never go back to pharmaceuticals.
But the thing is to just label a group of people because of propaganda that you read or might have seen or might have came up with is so wrong. Once again, I say, you can call me what you want, but don't call no kids no names because I'm gonna be on you like white on rice and stink on shit.
Exactly. Well, I feel like we're going through a new Jim Crow. I feel like we're going through this with cannabis. I feel like sometimes we are targeted in a group just because they want to target other groups, and we get involved in that way. Mm-hmm. Just like the slang term for marijuana.
Oh, that's the nastiest word you could say.
Was directly against my ancestors. I'm half Argentinian. Was directly against the Spanish people.
Right.
So, I have my own feelings about that. The government, I mean, y'all got a pretty good sense of order and about how things should go, but y'all are hypocrites. Y'all don't follow it yourselves worth a damn.
Yeah, but you know what? I was thinking about some of the memes. It's been a lot of memes passing across my Facebook page today. I'm quite sure Twitter and Instagram is doing the same thing. But this one meme talking about pharmaceuticals. And they was talking about all these people that's doing all these shootings was on these pharmaceuticals. But the key thing is nobody's talking about banning the pharmaceutical companies. They're talking about banning the gun companies and everything else.
Oh, say that again.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and say that one more time for those people that did not understand the words that's coming out my mouth. I'm going to put it to you slowly and as plainly as possibly can. Okay. The point was made is this. If all these people that's doing all these shootings are on pharmacy, big pharma, for naming whatever God knows pills they were taking for whatever psychiatric problem they had, nobody's yet to call out big pharma for a damn thing. Now let that sink in your head for a minute.
And marinate people. Let it marinate. I mean, why are we not calling out these illegal drug pushers?
There you go.
And I got a few of them in my area. I really did. They shut this one man's doctor's office down, Rose.
What?
People went to him the next month to get their scripts so they could put them back out on the street. And here's what's funny.
Mm-hmm.
This particular doctor's office was located right next to what would be classified as the project.
Oh, wow.
So he had the people right there in the neighborhood who were walking to the doctor because there's a lot of transportation problems in North and South Carolina. That's a whole other show about how they treat poorer communities and transportation. They don't want y'all to get nowhere so you can better yourself.
No joke.
And so he's right here, and he knows that he was giving these people overprescribing them, and he knew they were going into the street, and he was getting kickbacks. Now, I wonder just how big his house is in Charlotte for him to drive 45 minutes to go to work to push them pills like that.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. His house is pretty damn big, probably in one of them gated neighborhoods that none of us will ever see.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't living nowhere close to where that place is at. Cause like the old saying go, you don't shit where you eat.
Right. And so, I mean, but that's the reality that we live in. And how do we even begin to call out these people? I know that Buncombe County, North Carolina, is going to sue the pharmaceutical companies. And there are some people who don't agree with that. But listen, I had a friend who passed away not yesterday, but the day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He was put on pharmaceuticals in 1999 because of a back injury.
Right.
He had no idea what these pharmaceuticals were going to do to him. And he went to the doctor, and he got off of his prescription painkillers. And you know what? They gave him Suboxone.
Oh,
and then
no.
whenever he said, well, why do I need to take this for the rest of my life? They said, oh, they said, well, you're just going to have to because we cannot, make you not be an addict. Pretty much. They told him there was no answer. The only answer that they had for him was Suboxone. And eventually, it took his life. And it wasn't the fact that he overtook pills. It was the fact that he took them for so many years. And it was eventually his kidneys and his liver that gave out on him.
That'd be the first thing that takes you out with Big Pharma. It does every time. I mean, I hate to scare people like this, but everybody that has a bottle of pills on their cabinet in their shelves described by a doctor, that little slip that you threw away, don't worry about it. Google. Put your prescription in Google. They will break it down for you and everything that's in it and what it can do to your body. So,
but we didn't have this information readily available to everyone until about 2007 or 2008.
Right.
And since they have been, in circulation since 1995, because my real father has been on pain pills as long as I can remember, and still is.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll probably never come off of them. How he's been so healthy, he must have good genes. And he must take them exactly like they're prescribed.
He don't never. The thing is this: he don't never let it lapse. He knows exactly when that pill's gonna go, and he takes that next one to keep that. His body is functioning off that as now. And if they ever try to stop him, he'll kill him.
I know, and he's 77 years old.
Oh my God.
And listen, baby, but he chops his own firewood and everything.
Damn.
Yeah, and he's on like 14 milligram Narcos every day.
Woo.
Bad. So, I mean, this is a problem, and I don't even know how to call these people out because I want my friend's mother to have this information. Because not sue them because he was an addict, but sue them because of what they done to his body unknowingly.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know they were going to do it either.
No, they don't.
They were using him as a guinea pig. That's what makes me mad.
Mm-hmm. I think we talked about this on my earlier show today, talking about guinea pigs. Because if you're in any part of the armed forces, you are automatically a guinea pig. Any new pill Big Pharma brings out, guess who tests it first?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes, ma'am. And if you don't believe it, just accompany a veteran to the VA medical clinic. They will not offer them therapy one-on-one. They only offer like group therapy usually. To get on one-on-one therapy session, which is honestly the best thing other than cannabis for post-traumatic stress disorder, is talking through your feelings. Mm-hmm. And they don't offer that. They want to put you in a group so that somebody else talks about trauma that brings up your trauma.
Exactly, and they good about that. They always trying to push you. For the last 7 years, they've been trying to get me into a group of women to talk about my issues. I'm like, no. I'm like, I suffer enough without bringing on somebody else's trauma.
Now, I will tell you, I went to a therapist, a group therapy here in my town.
Mm-hmm.
That was men and women, but we signed non-disclosures agreements and agreements not to talk about our trauma.
Right.
Now, being able to identify with those people helped me a lot. It helped me more than any pills that any doctor had ever tried to give me before.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, but I'm sorry. I just don't feel that, especially in that type of environment where people going through so many different things, I think it's a better solution. And I I don't see that being one of them. I mean, I've talked to people that it's helped some, and others told me to stay away from it. So I'm taking a stay away approach.
Well, you might, until you're ready to deal with it, and you're going to be ready to deal with your issues at a different time than I am. Just because I'm ready to deal with mine, that don't mean you're ready to deal with yours.
There you go. And cannabis is helping me, go through it. It might be to a point I never deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And from what I found out, that's acceptable too, as long as I don't let it cloud what I'm going through and what I'm pushing. And that's why I'm pushing so hard for people to be able to use cannabis, because to be honest with you, if it wasn't for cannabis, I probably wouldn't be here.
And I am so proud of you.
And that's just being honest about it.
Thank you. Thank you for getting up. You don't have to do what you do, but you get up and you do the wake and bake, and you do the Rosemary's World of Cannabis, and thank you for doing it.
Well, honey, it's more, that I appreciate that, but it's more of a love for my fellow man and woman than anything else, because I don't want another person to have to go through some of the drama I done been through in the last 30 years. I just don't want that for nobody. So I'm doing everything I can day in and day out to make sure that doesn't happen to anybody else. And everything I say does come from the heart. And like I said, I normally don't drop into people's personal conversations on their pages, but I'm not going to let certain things go down, neither, not on my watch. It won't. I'm sorry, it won't. And if that person is offended, I'm sorry, but that was a child.
Girl, you are straight. What needs to be done is somebody needs to say, well, you take pills for your blood pressure. I'm pretty sure whoever said that takes pills, they need to be called a pill head. That's what needs to happen.
But see, this goes back to way back in the day before you was born. We were taught drugs were bad. Now this is what the drugs they taught us was bad. They taught us that marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, or whatever else that was out. What was out? Black Betty's was out that time back in the days I was younger. Black tar, heroin, and stuff like that. Those were considered drugs of the days. Now, what they call the pills, that's your medicine. And the first thing was taught, you always take your medicine. I remember this to this day. When I got sick, my grandmother would take me to the doctor. The doctor would fill a prescription, and you were told to take your medicine like the doctor said, that you always listen to the doctors.
Yes.
Without fail.
And that was propaganda for what's happening today.
Exactly.
So, but Rose, I mean, we know that Big Pharma sucks, and we don't hate y'all, Big Pharma. We just want y'all to quit your mess. Anyway.
That's it in a nutshell.
I have a call to action, a battle cry.
Go for it.
Actually, a challenge. Anybody who's listening to this, if you live in North Carolina or South Carolina, I don't know when South Carolina is doing their lobby day, but North Carolina, May the 22nd, we're doing our lobby day. Representative Kelly Alexander is introducing a medical bill. We think I'm not specifically sure. I think it's going to be for terminal only. And he needs our help.
And what date is this again?
1,000 of us. May the 22nd. He needs 1,000 of us to show up at the Capitol. No, we can't set up tables to lobby, but we can walk around and we can shake hands and we can smile and we can change some minds about what cannabis users look like and how they act. Okay, so that's going to be our agenda for May. May 22nd. I'm write this down so I can make sure. At 10:30. We're going to start at 10:30 a.m. So come prepared to smile. We're not going to be ugly to these people. We want to come and try to offer them help, because that's what they need. They need our help. Okay, well, Minorities for Medical Marijuana will be there. We will go ahead and start working out our transportation and everything else, because that's too important to ignore. I think I've got some transportation worked out here in North Carolina with a charter line. I will get in touch with him because he's a leader in the minority community down here. I will get in touch with him and see if he will help y'all out in South Carolina too. That would be great. Charter buses would be absolutely great. Yeah, because we have a lot of people from South Carolina that's in the same situation as I'm in that don't have transportation to get that far as of now.
And I know they would, as soon as I post this up on Facebook, they're going to want to know how can they get transportation there. So that's the biggest problem for most people in the cannabis community, especially here in South Carolina, is getting transportation to and from these events.
So I'm going to be working out, and we may get together a few different organizations because, I mean, the man, he can donate the bus, but we can at least try to buy the gas.
Yep. If he provides the bus, we should show. I think we can get what you call them, crowd raisers, fundraisers, GoFundMe or something like that.
Yeah, for gas.
Yeah, I think we can do that. And me talking about it every chance I get. That's why I written down the date, and I know you're gonna make a Facebook post on it real soon, so I can share that. So, yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah. And this is, you don't have to belong to any group. Any and all people are welcome. I don't care what organization you identify with, because I'm tired of all these organizations. We are all human rights activists, period, and we need to band together under that name and do what we're trying to do.
All right, South Carolina, as a call to arms. If we want North Carolina to come help us, we need to go help them. So I'm number one on the list. Who's going to join me?
Exactly. Come and be a human rights activist. Come and learn that we can tell the entity, which is the government, what to do. We can. They didn't take that power away from us yet. But if we go ahead and let them keep going, they are. So we better show them now.
Well, this is the thing. I think we should cast that net a little bit further size North and South Carolina. I'm going to say it like this here. If you can hear the sound of my voice, and I done came to your hood and helped you out, it's time for you to come to my hood and help me out, because North and South Carolina is my hood. I call both of the states home because we so close together and we share so much. So we need your help.
Carolina name.
We need that help badly. 1,000 people showing up like that, you damn right, that's going to get their attention real quick, because they say, well, all we do is smoke weed and don't do a damn thing else. Let's prove them wrong, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Tuesday. Some of y'all might have to, make your plans or go around.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we saying it ahead of time, and that's why I'm going to put it out ahead of time.
Yeah, unless somebody's getting married or having a baby or, something like that now. But do all you can to get there.
Yeah. And by it being on the 22nd of May, that gives you plenty enough time, to put in that personal day, sick day. It's worth it. I mean, to be honest with you, you're going to be with like-minded people that's trying to get an agenda passed. And if it don't affect you personally, somebody in your family, it affects some kind of way. And don't sit there and shake your head and say, no, you don't. It ain't saying that you use the cannabis or marijuana or whatever you want to call it. It's saying that you care about your brother man or your sister woman. That, we're all in this fight together. And believe it or not, things will change when we get this bill passed. Things change. It brings more jobs to more jobs to economy. It brings well-needed tax dollars to both North and South Carolina. I mean, we're being held back. And South Carolina steady shoots itself in the foot every day. I can't wait till we finish this here a little bit where I can tell you what dumb move they made now.
Oh, Lord. They ain't no tell us what they done.
Oh, you want to hear about that one? Let me tell you what he did.
Tell it, girl.
These dumbasses done brought a bill, 4517, which is for no sagging of the pants law here in South Carolina.
Say that again, I didn't hear you.
No sagging pants bill.
What the hell?
I said more than that.
So now my size 16s that I have for the wintertime, if I accidentally grab them out the drawer and I come to your house, I'm like, oh damn, oh Lord.
No, you won't go to jail. You get fined. No, you get fined. This is the deal. And this is what I want to know. Who's going to be grabbing a tape measure from somebody's waistline to 3 inches past that waistline to see where that drawers is at? Your figures ain't that good that you can see somebody. I can see somebody getting a shit slapped out of them the first time they walk up to one of these damn teenagers like that. And the first fine is, now this is what's worse, the first fine is $25.
Oh my God.
Talking about the same price of a belt. The second fine is $50 in community service. The third fine is $75 in six months of community service. This is the point. while whoever wasted time, energy, and effort on this bullshit ass bill. I understand your point. Trust me. I'm listen. I have seen some crusty, nasty ass draws being walked around here in South Carolina. I admit that. But at the end of the day, I'm sick as hell. I know a lot of people are sick or even sicker than I am. And y'all wasting our tax dollars on this bullshit. You right, I'm gonna call you out. I'd rather look at the nasty, crusty draws and still be able to be here to talk about it next week than y'all sit up on your asses and pass a bill like that. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. I mean, what the hell? South Carolina. Shame on you, South Carolina.
Oh, they ain't the worst of it, girl. They got another bill in where they trying to justify marriage between a man and a woman again. They don't want no money coming to this damn state. They ignorant as hell.
They gotta be. I mean, I'm baffled. I'm just baffled at how we keep going backwards.
Welcome to South Carolina, the dumbass state.
You are welcome to North Carolina too. There's shit going on here. But I mean, I love North Carolina. Do not get me wrong. There's a lot of good people, and we do have good people in office in North Carolina. But there's a lot of them that ain't worth a damn either.
Yeah.
Justin Bird. Justin Bird.
Ooh, we ain't gonna even start down our list. I'm not going to start down that list because I got to go up there and deal with them constituents sometime in the near future, and I don't need Janelle or nobody else looking crazy at me. So I'm going to keep that one to myself. But anybody that knows me know I got one favorite, and I'm going to just put the initials SJ out there. If you know who SJ is, I can't wait to get that one in the office and with a camera behind closed doors so he can answer questions to me. Yes, I got one in particular that I wasn't able to get to the last meeting they had there in South Carolina because I had just came out of surgery. And he called out the African American community.
Well,
yeah, he did.
Why are they doing all this? What is wrong with these people?
Yeah, he did. He called. This is the thing about it. He called out. He must have looked around the room and didn't see nobody, to include myself. And I've been praying for the day that I can get up there and get strong enough. I want to make darn sure when I go, I'm having a camera crew to go with me. I'm going to have an appointment the whole 9 yards. And he wants to answer them questions in front of camera.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh, inquiring minds going to know, yes indeed, because you don't do that on nobody's watch. And I'm not trying to make a name for myself or anything else, but this particular senator has said so much outlandish stuff like this here. I can think of names I could truly call him, but I'm quite sure a lot of people would be upset with me saying that in mixed company. I'm just going to put it like that, and my brothers and sisters can figure out the rest. That's how bad it is.
Well, see, I mean, listen, and I am going to preach this until the day I die. I got Native American blood in me, and I really have not met very many black people who didn't have Native American blood in them. So once we all realize that we're just one big damn tribe of Indians, we'll get over all this mess.
You got that right, but some of us think we better. Let's put it like this here. And I'm going to put it in a term where some people going to cringe when I say it, but I just got to use my southern dialect. Let me put it like this here. Some of us see us as field hands when others as the NHC. And they try to stay the NHC. That's how bad that individual gets on my last nerve. And that, you know, I'm not going to put no puns about it. It's not personal, it's just business.
Yes, and you know, there's got to be changes made. I think that we need to get together, honestly, as American people, and put term limits on our congressmen and our senators.
Hell yeah, that should have been in effect.
I mean, yeah, he ain't gonna die no time soon because old white men in the South that was born in the 30s and 40s, they gonna live forever.
So, yeah, I'll back that up. We just had one to pass that was 99 years old. Think about it.
Yes.
He was born in 1918 and just passed. So we still got away with some of these crooks, man. We got to get them out.
Yes. And listen, if Billy Graham was in the office, I think things might have been a little different. But Billy could only do so much. Billy could only do so much.
It's like this. I ain't gonna make no comment one way or the other because a lot of people around here like Billy Graham, and some people probably wouldn't appreciate what I say. So I'm gonna keep that one neutral. I like to go ahead and keep being friends with some people around here. So I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Well, see, I really didn't get to, like, whenever you were younger, he was on TV all the time.
Right.
By the time I was coming up, he was gone off the TV.
Right.
Everyone was like, oh, he's such a sweet old man. You know, that's how they.
Exactly. See, and they you know, some of our folks don't look past that sweet old reverend. They don't look what else behind the reverend that, you know, they don't see right offhand that come out later on in the years. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because if you're a person, I'm gonna put it like this. Yeah, he came from a lot of high places, but if you're supposed to be a person of God, you don't make no comments against no, and I say again, not now religion if you're supposed to be a real person of God, because everybody believes in God in their own way.
No, what I said is there's wickedness in high places.
Exactly.
And there always will be. As long as there's a world, there's going to be a wicked man in charge. You might have the king, but there's always going to be that one little devil whispering in his ear.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that's what we're facing right now. You know, with everything, at the end of the day, it comes up to Money.
Yes. And, you know, I got something on my brain, Rose. I told you I was going to talk about it. I think me and you have talked off the record about this, but I want to put this on the record.
Go for it.
And I'm fixing to risk a lot by saying this. And I'm not saying that I know anything and that it's proven fact or anything like this. But why in the hell is the Memphis Police Department executing people in traffic stops and stopping them because they have marijuana that they were selling with my friend Thorne Peters, and stopped him in the middle of the street and he didn't live, but under the pretenses of marijuana, because my friend Thorne is going to put the damn not about to put the federal government on trial. Right now it's the state of Tennessee though.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I mean, why is that possible, Memphis Police Department? And why in the fuck did you shoot muggles? I'm mad as hell about you shooting muggles.
Yeah, that
muggles
is fucked
didn't do
up.
shit.
Wow. It's a lot that's gonna come out. The truth gonna come out. I don't care how hard. You know, I'm starting to learn about the story, and the truth gonna come out. There's no way. Mm-hmm. Forensic evidence, there's one thing they can't do unless the whole police department is corrupt. And I'm the outsider looking in on this situation. It's like this. I don't watch a lot of CSI, Law and Order, and all that other shit. And one thing I do know, if you tamper with evidence, it's going to be known. If one piece of evidence is out of place, it's going to come out.
Yes. They are messing with my friend Thorne, Rose. They're messing with him hard. They kicked in the door 2 more times. If his companion, Miss Linda Hara, 1974 Miss Easy Rider herself.
Whoa, that can't. Wait. Did you say 1974 Miss Easy Rider?
Yes, ma'am.
Damn, this is getting deep. Wait. Let me ask you this. This is part of the strip club conspiracy, correct?
Yes.
Whoa. Continue.
Yeah. So, and that's why they got him anyway, was because they wanted his strip club shut down. First, they were trying to tell people, you know, what they could do with their bodies sexually.
Right.
You know, and now they're trying to tell you what you can put in your body. See, Thorne wasn't doing nothing but giving people a choice to do it. He wasn't encouraging it.
Right.
You know, people are going to do it anyway. Why can't my buddy make some money off of it? He likes doing it, you know. So that's his hustle. You can't knock a man with hustle. You just can't.
And if you're good at it, leave him alone.
Yeah. And they spent $1 million for 2 blunt roaches, or I think it was a blunt roach and a joint roach. $1 million. The state of Tennessee, the city of Memphis spent over 2 roaches.
Damn, what was they wearing? They're 24 karat.
I know, right.
Ooh, that must be some of that Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Willie Nelson shit that was up there, that top shelf shit.
Well, listen, I mean, they know that the man he's on to something because he tempted them. He sold the cannabis on Facebook. Like, you could inbox Thorne and tell him you wanted an eighth, then he would ship it right on to you. Just pay him in PayPal. And
so that was true.
Listen, and he put videos up of him doing this on the officials' pages, on the mayor's page, on the governor's page, on the sheriff's page.
Okay.
He was putting the videos up all of their walls on Facebook so they could see it.
Wait a minute now. Oh boy, throwing damn brick. No. Fool is at the damn police department. What is wrong with him?
Because he knows that he sat in jail for 19 months, right?
Mm-hmm. And
he studied the law. And being the kind of mindset that Thorne has, I don't know if anybody knows who G.G. Allen is, but I have dubbed him the G.G. Allen of Cannabis Universe. Back in the 90s, there was a character called G.G. Allen who used to defecate on stage. Everybody hated him.
Yeah, I remember him. Oh, yeah, that was disgusting.
He was right about a lot of the freedoms, about how America has become. And that's the reason why he was like that, because he was exercising his freedom of speech.
Yep. And it wasn't a damn thing they could do about it. It pissed him off, but hey, it was his right.
So I called Thorne the G.G. Allen of Cannabis Universe. And, I mean, this man has gone through so much, and he sat in jail for 19 months. And he studied the law, and he figured out that if his mind isn't guilty, and there's no victim to say that he is guilty, then he's not guilty. For you to be guilty, your mind must be guilty. And if your mind's not guilty, and there's no injury to a person, property, or puppy, as Thorne says, then they can't hold you. It is your right. It's your human right to do what you want to with your body with a plant. And they're pissed off because cannabis is not produced, it's cultivated.
Right.
He called them on that. He told them that they had to make the person who invented cannabis appear in court so they couldn't do that.
Or if they raise Jesus Christ up among the dead, boy, they're going to be a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
They wonder, they're like, I know y'all think Thorne is out there, but y'all don't know the whole story because y'all won't listen to the man. Y'all hear something that rubs you wrong, and you don't want to listen to the backstory. You just hear the front story, and you don't like it, so y'all want to point fingers and call names and stuff. But there is a long story to this.
Wow.
There really is. I mean, he kind of reminds me of the way they say, you know, how they praise Trump because he doesn't take a salary and he gave up his lavish lifestyle to be president. Well, Thorne really did do this shit. He really did give up a lavish lifestyle on Hollywood Boulevard to come and put the federal government on trial because he was tired of seeing people get locked up for cannabis.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this here. I'm on Thor's Peter's page. Matter of fact, me and Thorne are friends as of now. I hope he's listening to the show. I listen to some of this show, but I'm going to tell you right now, Thorne, I had to be high as a motherfucker to listen to some of that shit that come out your mouth, man, for real.
I know.
I mean,
you got to get your blood pressure down.
Woo!
The way he delivers it, until you listen to the whole statement, it sounds like some shit.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, I like his style because it's his own unique style. But at the same time, I'll be like, oh my God, did he really just say that? I mean, I'm a fan of Thorne as of now because the man is speaking the truth. And if he's willing to, you know, it's called put up or shut up and right about now, he's making the state of Tennessee his bitch.
Yeah. I mean, he makes them call him the kingpin in court, too. They have to address him. He says that if he has to address the judge as honor, then they have to address him as the kingpin.
Dang bear. Wow. See?
I know y'all think he's crazy, but the federal government and the state of Tennessee tried to railroad my boy, and I'm here to tell you that y'all hearing the story wrong. Y'all need to go back and try to listen to him. It's going to be hard to stomach. Don't everybody want to see G.G. Allen defecate on the stage either, but is his right. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see what his title gonna be for that show. I'm gonna go to Leafly, and before I post the show up, I'm gonna say this is a strain that you need to listen to the show. I'm dead serious, because you need to be stoned. I mean, maybe it's just me, and maybe my heart has softened a little bit over the years because I've got older, but I'm going to be honest with you. I had some OG Kush the last time I listened to him, and that saved my ass. It was a good show. It was a very good show because I was able to sit down and actually listen to it beyond all the madness. I guess that's the best way to put it. It's a very good and educated show, and the man makes a lot of good damn sense. But once again, if you used to the kind of fluffier stories, I guess that you could say, we used to the PG-13 to maybe R. His is a NC-17 and above.
That shit is almost triple X.
Yeah, that was very good. That's a very good thought. But whilst we on, I haven't gave Thorn show a proper rating yet, and I think since we're talking about it, I usually give a rating of 1 to 5 blunts, and 5 blunts meaning that shit is fired up, and 1 blunt meaning put that shit out. I don't want to do that shit ever again in life. I've never gave anybody a 1. I've yet to give a 3 or less. And I'm going to have to give my man Thorn here a 4.5, and I'm going to tell you why the half.
Okay.
Because of some of the content. I mean, like I said.
Listen, and he is a little horn dog. I feel like that. And a lot of people can't handle that. But see, I grew up, Rose, you know my backstory. I grew up around the same kind of men that Thorn is.
Right.
So I'm used to it.
Yeah.
So like he don't say nothing that makes my jaw drop. I know to some people though, y'all are like, what the? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna tell you like this here, for me being in the military, it's hard for me to listen to some of the things that come out of Thor's mouth. I'm being dead serious. He can make a sailor blush. Oh my God. Woo, but the boy got a good show. Thorn, you got 4.5 blunts. I mean, man, only reason why I gave a half a blunt because it's just the fact is I'm getting old. But you got an outstanding show, man. Keep up doing what you're doing. I'm a fan. Hey, we love you, and if there's anything we can do to help you out, please let us know. Yes, and Memphis Police Department, don't come after me. I mean, because I said whatever it is, because my police like me, okay? My police. I actually work for the Law Enforcement Action Partnership. I love police. But y'all, Mr. Gary Beans, Burnt Beans. Oh, I got to tell everybody about that too before we get off the subject of Thor.
Go.
Here's what my boy did.
Mm-hmm.
He catfished the detective that busted him. On his 34th wedding anniversary, he had the detective go to Applebee's. And there's a video on Thor's YouTube of it. Y'all go look it up. Where he catfished the damn detective, and he had him thinking that he was going to meet a woman on his 34th wedding anniversary, and Thor came in with a judge's robe on and everything.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to pull that one up and put it on the page. Hey, Thor, I'm finna do you a solid, man. I'm going to go pull this up on YouTube as soon as we finish with this show. I want Thor on my show. I think he'll do it. What you think?
What?
You think Thor will do a show with us?
You don't have much time because he goes down. He's going to trial on the 26th.
Oh, we have to make this shit quick. I think they're gonna wind up continuing.
Well, no, that's when this is whenever deliberations start. He's already got his subpoenas out for everybody that needs to testify on his behalf and everything.
Damn, I wish we could find a way to get down there because I would love to be in that courtroom.
I would too. I would too. If I didn't have to work, I would be there. But there's just nobody else that's gonna give me no money.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And I can't even get up to Charlotte, let alone trying to get anywhere else. But maybe by that time things have changed. But if you really would like to see and hear that story firsthand view, hey, please donate to Minorities for Medical Marijuana South Carolina chapter so we can go ahead and give you the follow-up story on this. Or better yet, just find a way to donate to me personally. I definitely want to get up there and cover that story because that's something that needs to be told. You know, we might laugh and joke about it, but at the end of the day, it could happen to one of us.
Yes, and the man has put a lot on the line so that we could learn no man's right.
That's
and
it.
We can learn how to use it. And God, you know, I thank God for him. I mean, this man, he really is. He's a good soul. You just got to get over the character. I think he's more of a character whenever he's on there than he is anything. That's his authentic self, but he amps it up a little, you know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, keep them listeners up and them viewers up. You know, ratings make everything. And if he's on YouTube like that, I'm quite sure we're gonna find out how many views that got. So, hey, we're gonna do a continuation on Thorne for sure, cause I wanna find out more about this, cause that's some craziness, man. I have been hearing about this man for years. I think I had tried to listen to one of his telecasts before, not being high, and couldn't do it. This last time I was high and I could do it, and the man put out a lot of good stuff. He really did. But you just gotta get. Hey, just remember this is Penthouse Live. That's what I would describe it.
Yes, and I mean, there's just so much going on. And see, like, and then what's up with Alexis's trial? I mean, I also know the people I've become acquainted with, the people that Alicia, I think that's another little girl with Alexis. Mm-hmm. What is going on? Why? Why are they continuing this, people? What do we need to do as a society to help?
Well, do what we say I do all the time. Call, write, text, go up there, make meetings, do whatever you can, because it's in the judge's hand right now. The judges is looking over all the information. You know, because they want to kick it out of court completely. So I thank God the judge even took the time to listen.
Right.
So most people just go ahead and kick it to the curb. At least this judge is wanting to take the time and study all the evidence at hand. And he got a lot of evidence to study. Because they've given him arguments.
He's going to be there for a minute. Listen, I've been studying the law in Canada for a year. I hope it don't take no damn year.
Oh, it's going to take a minute because they gave him a lot of information, and he seems like he's going to be a thorough individual. He's not going to just rush through it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they gave him before BC up to current date now, how long cannabis has been used and all the ways it has been used through society. Because what people fail to realize, cannabis was a drug until 1946, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was listed in the pharmacopoeia.
That's correct. That is correct. So, hey, that's what corruption and people do. That's greedy.
Yeah, and all because listen, if Henry Ford would have got to do what he wanted to do, because see, Henry Ford, he was self-made.
Right.
Okay? He went to Rockefeller with his idea for the car.
That's where he messed up.
Yes, and if Henry Ford could have been self-made and could have not had, if he'd have never needed an investor, our America would be very different.
So much different. We wouldn't have had to go nowhere for no oil because we could have produced our own. And see, well, a lot of people don't believe that. Yes, Henry Ford created the first hemp car. Google it.
Yes, look at the damn video, y'all, because I mean it's freaking amazing what we can do with this plant. And have known what we can do with it. Because I think they outlawed it because of so many uses. It's a threat. It was. To their money.
You're absolutely right. It was a threat. Because you got to look at Levi Strauss has been making blue jeans for how long?
Oh, Lord.
Guess what the first blue jeans was made out of?
150, 175 years? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's about 175 years now, and blue jeans have been made with hemp before they were made with cotton.
That's right.
And he still uses hemp to this day.
Man, our clothes could be lasting forever.
Yep.
Hear about it.
Yep. Once again.
So there's so many different ways, and I want to encourage people, get into industrial hemp. Because, listen, they're coming after the CBDs, and y'all are out here preaching. I'm tired of hearing y'all non-informed assholes out here who think you know everything because you read it on Facebook and you couldn't go in your own Google bar and Google it your damn self. Okay? First of all, the Industrial Hemp Act signed in 2014 does not say anything about CBD.
Right?
It says that you can have hemp for industrial purposes, for papers, rope, plastic, fuels. You can have them in industry. You cannot, it don't say nothing about no extracting or anything else, and dietary supplements. So you can have seeds that you're given, that people eat as a dietary supplement. Now you can, it's all about the wording on the packages.
Right? Knowledge.
So, if it says dietary supplement, you can't, and even though it has to have full spectrum cannabis oil, you know what I'm saying? That needs to be on there, but technically by law, you can't put it on there because then you are selling a product that needs to be regulated by the FDA. And then whenever you tell somebody how to use it, it should only be suggested use. It's not directions. Don't put directions on there because then you're writing a prescription. Now you're getting in really, really big trouble.
You're exactly.
Okay?
It's a slippery slope, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't practice medicine without a license, people.
Yep. So that's what I do here. I don't even try to... Well, we get to about that time, Miss Ellen. Would you like to tell everybody how they can contact you when you ain't so busy?
Well, you can get it with me on Facebook. I'm Ellen Nikki Worth Lambert, and that's WIRTH. Eventually, maybe one day, I'll get around to getting a website made or something. But funding and time is always an option. And y'all, please check out Rose's Wake and Bake show. Listen, she's going to give you some vibes. She's going to raise your vibration. It's a good show, y'all. It's a lot of good music. Check it out.
Well, thank you, Ellen. Hey, y'all also check me out, Miss Green Jeans #1 on Twitter, also on Instagram, also on Facebook. We always put a lot of information out there, what's happening, what's going on. Oklahoma, I have not forgot about you. You got a conference on the 24th. That is through the COPE program, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I'll correct myself later. But check that out. It's on Facebook as well. If you got a program, good or services coming up, please let us know. We like to share that with the world. And also, happy birthday, Cheryl. Yes, my girl Cheryl. She's having her birthday today. Happy birthday to her. She's part of the Minorities for Medical Marijuana. Got to give that special shout out. Anything else, Ellen?
Y'all stay elevated. Love somebody. Smile at a stranger today. The whole world ain't out to get you. Whenever you think the world is against you, it's you against you. Get out of your head.
Sound like some sound advice, girl.
Y'all take care.
Smooches. That was Elevated Ellen, guys. Hey, she puts out, I love her to death. She puts out a lot of great information on everything cannabis and everything that's not cannabis and things that I would never thought that little girl would say. But hey, that's my girl. But you know how I end it every day. Every time I do a show, I first and foremost like to thank Mr. Rick. Hey, thank you, Rick, for letting me do what I do Monday through Friday. Also on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. That's to elevate your mind and make you think and say, oh, shit, no, she didn't say that. Yeah, we keep it hot and popping for y'all because it's like this here. We want you to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And you know what? We're only the few people that's doing it. So we keeping it real for you. So the next time that you think about picking up that TV dial and it's about that time of day, say, wait a minute. Ain't it about that time for Rosemary's World of Cannabis? You just might be in for a treat of the day. Until next Tuesday, that's right. We're going to be talking to the police. That's right. Mr. Gerald is going to be on the phone with me. And you best better believe you don't want to miss that program. It's going to be off the chain. Hey, from the Rocky Mountain tops of Denver, Colorado, all the way down to this nasty clay here in Rock Hill, South Carolina, you've been informed and educated and probably had a little laugh on the way too. You've been just closing the doors on Rosemary's World of Cannabis. We'll open up that Pandora's box again Tuesday, same time, 12 noon. Until then, toodles!